Anybody else doing stuff on Facebook? Like I said, it's a good spot to get a lot of traffic coming in, but like Melissa said, it'll limit you. If you put a post, it goes, a little viral there or whatever, you get a lot of engagement, but then you can't interact with all the people commenting. And then you go to the DMs, and then you're kind of capped at giving out contact info for a while. Is anyone else running into something similar? Or anyone else have any workarounds on that, or anyone else in general just posting stuff on Facebook?
So I'm working with kind of what Melissa is saying is like, I'll have, I've been testing out different systems and theories with Facebook as far as what it will allow and not allow. And what I do is I'll have them like comment a word, and then I just say sent a DM, and then I'm sending a DM, and then I just ask them a question I've noticed and like start a conversation. And then I say, hey, what's your phone number so I can call you? Again, then I'm having to manually enter them into my database, and then I contact them from my database. Yet that it's not blocking me that way right now, but I'm working on trying to just build out a funnel and a automatic response system that works better kind of thing, and then filters, and then keeps going. And so anyway, whoever has tips and tricks on how to do it, please let me know.
Yeah, and I am in no way saying I am an expert. I don't do anything on Facebook. I ran ads like years ago on Facebook, and it would go to a funnel that I had built. But for at least, so I'm trying to, obviously posting stuff on Facebook. It's free. That's free 99. So it's just a matter of what can we incorporate from post that gets a lot of engagement into lead intake through like a lead capture page or something like that goes right into your CRM, and it works it from there.
Hey, Joe, I haven't tried this yet. And once I'm done with the landing page and website I've been building, what I want to try is, I remember a while back, Ozzy had sent out a message, and he's like, Facebook doesn't want you to send their users to another website within a post, right? But if you post it in the comments page, which I've noticed I've seen other people, agents, whoever do. What I want to try is if somebody says, hey, I need help, or I'm looking for something, maybe in the post have a link to your website or whoever's website. And that's where the landing page is to capture information. And then the next step would be, to your point, leading into a funnel where you can capture these people's information. That might be an option, but the hardest part is just establishing rapport. So having some kind of message, hey, yes, I can absolutely help you, et cetera, et cetera. Here, if you go to this link, I'll be able to, provide more information, however way, your landing page is set up. That could be an option. I haven't tested it out, but that's the plan on my end.
Does anyone ask Claude?
So I did ask Claude, and actually, Melissa, what you're saying, it does work. So they don't want you putting it in the main post. And so what I will do is I make my main post, I let it go for like a couple seconds to a minute, and then I put a pinned comment in the comment section that leads them to another page, basically. And that has then allowed for the post to still keep moving in the algorithm with Facebook, yet it still gets the point across to where they can look in the comments. And I'll just put like link in the comments or something like that in the actual post, and then that way they go to the comments, and then it doesn't restrict it as much. And that's what Claude said to do.
You guys ever played around with ManyChat before? You heard of that?
No.
I don't know how relevant it is. This is what I used to do back in the day. This is ManyChat. I share my screen. I just installed this in Messenger, and I trained ManyChat on how to have. Basically, it's just like a bot that'll have a conversation with your leads on Messenger. Been a while, but yeah, that's what it does. It can connect your Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, TikTok, and it's just a bot. You train, have an engagement, you go back and forth with whatever the end goal is, right? To direct to a landing page or an appointment booking page or whatever it would be. I don't know if it's relevant anymore, because I thought I've heard about stuff coming out that make it free within Facebook, or because ManyChat was like $10 a month, something like that. But anyways, yeah. Okay, so you can post a landing page link in the comments right? It could be one of your first comments. Is that what you're saying, Ace?
Yes. And so on my post, I'll have like the actual post with the information, whatever graphics, video, whatever. And then I'll put like link in the comments, or I just have it under comments. And if someone's really interested, I find that they will click see more, read through the post, then go to the comments because they're curious. And then it'll just say if for more information, or if you're, I give like a little blurb and then the link, and it then goes and they click on that link and it's able to capture them or get them the additional information that they're needing and wanting, that Facebook may be preventing for it to be fully out there and on there kind of thing on that page.
Because there's no way to, I think engaging with the comments is definitely would be great. It's just there's a limit, you know, because you want to warm them up when you're on that platform versus trying to take them off to another platform. But also I think your posts, Facebook folks, what if you had to give like a rating 1 to 10, you know, 10 being the intent to solve the problem immediately is high, like Google, for example. If someone's on Google looking for rental properties, but they're on Google, that means like, hey, I got a high intent. I want to solve the problem today, right? Facebook, social media platforms, I always find that as more of an interest. There's some high intent there, but some interest more like, this is something I would be interested in down the road. I just wasn't out here looking for it. It just popped up my feed, but yes, I'd be interested in this. I don't know what it's like on groups. What's your experience like, guys, with the intent? Is it a high percentage where if you make a post, you know, and 10 people engage with your post, all 10 of them are, you know, becoming a client? Is it 5 of them, maybe 3 of them? What's that look like for you guys?
For me, as far as groups, it doesn't seem like it's more than just interest. It doesn't really pan out too much, but it's more about getting your face seen so that when they are ready.
Okay, so you're using yours like for marketing or like branding.
Guys, there's one thing that like I want y'all to pay a little more attention to in all this. So when you post, every time somebody likes, you go in and you open up all those people that liked and you invite them to follow you. You can do it in groups big time. So if you interact in a group and a lot of people like your comment, you can actually go over and click where the little button on the side that shows you all the people that liked it. And you can go down the list and just hit the invite button and you can invite every single one of those people to follow you. So do that every time. It'll increase your followers.
Absolutely. I do
page?
this once a week.
Business page or personal page? Or you can do it either on a personal or business page?
Really do it over personal. I don't really mess with my business too much.
Yeah.
But that's, I'm trying to push over 10,000 followers on Facebook right now. I'm like right at 9,100 something. But I interact on groups or I make my posts, and every single time Facebook has AI on the back end. So if you make yourself a creator, maybe even not, I don't know how it works if you're not a creator, but if you turn your account into a creator account, there's a creator assistant AI on the back end. You can look at it and it'll ask you how to reach non-follower. Like you ask it, how do I reach non-followers? How do I create more followers? You know, what is my content that works the best? And it'll help you to kind of customize what you're doing to reach more people.
That's a really well workaround. Hey, Ace, would you be cool like sharing maybe a post that you did that's got the link in the comments? And, you know, are you directing to the landing page?
Yes. 1 second. So
You don't have to share it with sharing it.
So my most recent one on my page, it was basically me promoting my REO How to Ace a Short Sale class that's tomorrow. And I put comment link below and I'll send you the registration details. Virtual attendance is available. And then I went to my comments and I actually put can't make it to Pearland. Google Meet is available. Comment link below and I'll send you registration link. And I had quite a few people put link. And then I went to them, direct messaged them. Also to attest to what Ozzy's saying, like everyone's comments on your post that comments and do what he's doing, inviting them. But what I did is then I sent them a friend request or sent them a DM, told them I sent them a DM. Then I went to DM again. I'm going to work on funneling this to where it's more efficient. Yet then I was able to have a quick conversation with them in Messenger, collect all their information, put it in FUB, and then drop and send all of the link information to them. And that's how I did it on that. I'm going to work on funnelizing, if that's even a damn word, better. But that is where it did work, and I didn't get flagged for anything.
Everything you just told me, you ever told Claude?
That's actually what I'm working on right now.
Tell Claude, hey, this is what I want my end goal to be. This is what I'm doing. Everything you just said, build me something.
It's pushing me to want to use Go High Level for building those funnels out and everything. And so, and I'm using Follow-Up Boss at such a high level. It's trying to figure out what is the best next steps for me, honestly, in continuing to build this out. So
So it sounds like you could get a lead capture page in there. Go ahead, Ozzy.
The best thing to not be triggered on Messenger is immediately take it offline.
Yeah.
Stop asking questions in Messenger. Just get the number and take it off immediately.
Yes.
Go ahead.
If you can get the contest, if you can get the number, email, right, one or the other, in Messenger, right, that's where you're going to get it, right? Because no one's going to share their private details in the comments. But you'll get some level of a contact, personal contact in Messenger, right? Like you'll be able to get that, right? Or they don't allow that in Messenger?
No, yeah. So they would comment link. I said, sent you a DM. I then send them a DM saying, hey there, what's your email? I'll get you the details. They automatically send me their email. I say, fabulous. Let me get the information. Then I take it right off of Messenger into email, phone call, whatever.
Does anyone have something like this set up? Not on the short. So no, just want to kind of stick with leases on this. Does anyone have anything like what Ace was talking about, or do you have some Ace you're talking about, like a post with everything you just said, setup wise, in a Facebook group around leases? Anybody? Melissa, what about you? That should be cool sharing. I want to how to get like a visual aid going.
I'm trying to think. So the most recent post I put up was, let me find it real quick. I'm sorry, you put me on the spot, Joe. Let me find it. I'd have it ready.
So I want to take this funnel. We got it. I think a lot of people probably like, well, what is a landing page, or what does that look like? Landing page look like?
So to answer that question for me, a landing page, what a good landing page looks like is a page where as soon as there's not a lot of fluff. It's straight to the point, but it's easy to understand, right? So mine should be done here soon. I'd love to share it whenever I can have it go live. But for me, it's going to be whenever you land on mine, it's going to be just capturing information, a little blurb about what we do. Let's get started. And then I capture all the information, name, what they're looking for, size of apartment, et cetera, right? So I don't need to be going back and forth. I don't want to keep messaging them, hey, well, what are you looking for? What size, move-in date, et cetera. So that is what a good landing page for leasing for me looks like. It's all the questions I now need and am asking, but like broken up, and it just makes the whole process more efficient and less back and forth.
Yeah, because kind of what I was talking about, I was right on that. Take the conversation offline, right? You want to keep it on the platform a little bit. Be able to get the name and numbers.
And it's interesting though, back to leasing, I did ask Claude, what is I kind of explained what I was doing with the posting online and having a team help me do that. And it was interesting for me because Claude came back and said, just stop doing that. It's Facebook groups specifically for leasing, I can't speak for anybody else, isn't a high conversion rate. Claude told me you're lucky if you get 10 to 20% convert at this point. So it's a numbers game, which we all know, but they said you're wasting your time on Facebook because a lot of people on Facebook are just browsing. They may be serious, maybe not. They're kind of fishing at this point, and they have so many options and it's so saturated. They said take it to other avenues. One was Reddit. It does take a while to build. Another one was just pay for Google Ads, was a highly recommended also.
Like I was saying earlier, Google's going to be highest intent. for someone trying to move. Facebook's not. I'm not saying it's not high intent. I'm sure it's probably not as high, but if you take a source, but the cool thing about Facebook, the way you're describing it, how much did it cost to make that post?
Hey, Joe. Hold on.
Yeah, it's free.
Melissa, after you talk, mute yourself right after, because they're getting crap up. We can barely hear what Joe's saying. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, it sounds like Facebook groups, I mean, they're free, and sure, they're not the highest intent as Google. But I mean, it sounds like it's good though, right? There's still opportunity there. So we just got to bring it to, like Ozzy was talking about, bring the conversation offline, bring it to like a landing page. And then from the landing page, I'm trying to find my landing page. I never know it by heart, but I'll just kind of start off with assuming, I have a pretty decent landing page. It'll capture that data, right? It'll capture name, number, email, zip code trying to move towards. I'm trying to let me see if I can minimize this thing. Go away.
So,
I shared my Go High level page, which is going to have my bot. Go ahead, Ozzy.
Melissa, Joe, so real quick, man, Facebook can be extremely effective at creating leads. Here's the problem is most people, we try to overcomplicate it. So like really simplify, dumb down, and make your pitch like super easy, super effective, right? So example, one thing to post would be, if you're looking for like go out right now and find the greatest property for lease in an area you want to really work in. So let's say you believe there's a really great rental market in Sagemont, and there's a really good house that's $1,500 a month, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage, right? Go to that agent and say, hey, can I market this property? I just want to use your pictures. And because I believe that I can find you some really good tenants for this. Most of the time they're going to say yes. They say no, move on. Find the really good deal. Ask the person, grab that imagery, the photos, 2 or 3 of them, really good ones, pull them out, post on either Marketplace or just your own Facebook page or these groups. And it's real easy. If you want to live in the 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage in the Sagemont area, I've got this and several other properties that I can show you. Please text or DM me. And it's the hook, the catch, and a simple way, call to action, text or DM me. And honestly, that is the easiest way to build so many freaking leads. You take them, you got a high capture hook. You take them straight to where you're at. They have to go to landing pages. A lot of times, I'll be honest, there can be times in the rental world, landing pages can be very ineffective because a lot of that is so buying a house, people already know the behavior is this is going to take some time. In a rental situation, and you'll find this in leases for residential and apartments, it's usually they're like, let's go. When they're motivated, they're like, I want to see a house this weekend. I want to pick something online and go for it right now. Like they move very quick. So that same behavior that causes them to shorten the amount of time they want to deal with things is the same way your funnel should work. Shorten your funnel, make it very quick and concise, and capture as quickly as you can. Sometimes what happens is we try to take them from Facebook to funnel to wherever, you lose them in the process. It may be easier just to say, quick, easy, simple message, give me a call or DM, done. That's the whole funnel.
Yeah, so I agree with that. I'm trying to find my landing page. I don't know the link to it. I just know it's connected. But it's a very simple, straightforward landing page. It's very effective. I think last time I checked the numbers, it's got a 40% conversion rate. So I run a Google ad, a lead will opt in to see my ad, and they'll click through it. And once they get to my landing page, 40% of the traffic will convert into a lead. And when it converts, and after they submit their info, this was my redirect after they submit their info. they'll go right into my high level account for one, and the bot will start engaging with that lead immediately. 2 a.m., 5 a.m., like whenever the lead is, Sunday evening, right? Whenever the lead has opted in to have a conversation, my bot is having the conversation with that lead back and forth via text, and then it'll book the appointment on my availability, right? Because I'm not talking to someone at 2 a.m. or on a Sunday. That's just, we'll talk on during lead gen time. So my funnel, or my funnel was landing page, which I can't pull it up. I don't know where it's at. And once they opt in, I would run this play. It will redirect to my Go High Level calendar, and they would just book an appointment. This was my calendar page. They'll book an appointment. It'll go to my calendar based on my availability. That worked pretty good. Now what I did is, and we're close to, once I get the API key for HAR, I have this ready to go. So once they submit on my lead capture page, I was going to have this page pop right up as a redirect. They click here to search for rentals, click here to search for homes. And because they already entered in like their zip code and their budget and blah, 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 right? They already entered that. I wanted that carry over to this redirect page. They come over here, search for rentals, and they're on my IDX website. I don't want this to happen because then they're starting all over. Like I got to fill all this out, right? I wanted it to just go right to my IDX website on HAR, and everything's already pre-filled. Like it just shows the listings, like boom, and then start engaging with it. While they're doing that, this is what me and Melissa talked about, while they're playing around, in the meantime, like, because people want to play, people want to look at some properties, people want to they want to, surf the web, they want to browse a little bit. While they're in play mode, my bot is in the background engaging with them. So they're kind of having a conversation on the back end while they're playing around with these properties. And the next thing I want to do is when they're kind of engaging with the properties on my IDX website, so that's why I want to get the API key. If you click on, hey, I mentioned this property, or I want to apply for this property, I want to go look at this property, I want to have a bot then take over at that point too and engage with them even more. So I don't want to have a conversation with someone until I know like they're dead set serious, ready to go, and then I'll get involved. Anyways, yeah, it's probably about 8:30, but I can't find my landing page, but that's what I would do for Facebook. It sounds like Ace kind of had the concept there, is make your posts, put a link somewhere in the comments to redirect, and then take the conversation, like Ozzy said, take the conversation outside of Facebook, i.e., like a landing page would be a good way to go. That's effective. And then from there, it does all the work for you at that point. It's 8:30, Ozzy, 8:30 group. Any questions on that?
Hey, we covered a lot of stuff. We got pretty complex in there. I like that.
Yeah. Sorry, the last 2 minutes probably like everyone's like, what the hell? So,
well, I mean, here's the deal. I'm going to tell you guys right now. It sounds complex if you're not using AI, because I got to say, everything we're talking about, oh my God, like you don't have to do it. AI will do it for you. Just keep asking it and testing it and asking it and text it. You can create your own website. You can create your own landing page. You can create everything you need to create your own funnels. If you just learn ChatGPT or Claude, or choose one of them or both of them, whatever. We've got Gemini. Gemini can help you with it too. Anything Google, if you're running Google ads, dude, what do you think is going to be the best thing to use? Gemini. Gemini knows how their systems works. Ask it a ton of questions, right? So all these, use AI, absolutely get into it. If you're not using it on a daily basis and trying to figure out, yeah, this conversation is going to sound confusing to you. But if you're using it on a regular basis, this is a very simple, this is not a very deep conversation. It feels that way when you're not trying AI. And I'm telling you, you really need to step into it. So without further ado, if you don't mind unsharing your screen, Joe, we're going to rock and roll. So I need gratitude and bucket fillers. What are y'all grateful for today? What y'all got here in the office? So what you got? I'm going to call on somebody. Yes, you fuckers. All right, Devin, I'm hitting you. What you got? What are you grateful for today?
I'm just grateful to be here in the office. Here, Eddie.
He's here. He's in the office. Imagine that. Let's go. We can do this. All right. I need at least one or two from Google Meets land. What y'all got? What are y'all grateful for today?
I got one. It's a big one. Last week, of course, was the auction week, or foreclosure day, Texas Tuesday, all that. And I will say basically what Joe is saying, what you're preaching, what Melissa's doing, Joey's saying, and all that, putting yourself out there and being in a special certain niche and just owning it and getting tagged on Facebook posts where people are in immediate need of help. That I'm so grateful for being in this space, because it has resulted in 17 referrals in the past week, resulting in almost $4 million of business that's coming.
Let's go. Guys, marketing works. Picking your niche works. Staying focused in a direction works. I will tell you, one of the most painful things I see happen in the industry is people try to be everything to everyone, right? I want to be a wholesaler. I want to be this. I want to be an investor. I think that could be cool and all, but if you don't get laser focused on something, your market message can be very confusing and people don't know when to call you. People don't know what to refer to you. So I challenge you to absolutely make sure you are staying laser focused and pushing that message so hard that people know what the hell you do and why to get a hold of you for what. And when you get in that zone, it's crazy. I mean, look, Aislinn, since you got here, we've been pushing the message of loss mitigation, short sale, stop foreclosure for you. And how much has it blown up? How many months has it taken to blow up to how many listings you've signed or clients you have taken on right now?
I mean, last October it was 3, and now we're past 70 something, honestly.
November, December, January, February, March, April, May. We're barely in June, right?
Yeah.
So we're talking about 7 full months. And how many clients is that again?
Over 70 something. And I want to add to that too, is like, one thing I want to say is like digging into a niche and just grinding in it and staying in it and just having that honest understanding that it is coming. Because can I say that I've had that many closings from all of this? Absolutely not. But can I say that I have stories from homeowners that are happy and grateful for the opportunities that we've been able to give them? Absolutely. And that is why almost all my business right now is referral based.
Guys, I want you to think about this too, is any business doesn't come extremely efficient and effective on day one. It becomes extremely efficient and effective over time. You're going to find out what works, what doesn't work, what gets me paid, what doesn't, what's a client that I need to look at and say, nope, I don't think we're a good fit. And what's a client we're like, oh, great, put them in this bucket. This is how we operate here. Put this one in this bucket. This is how we operate here. This is my guideline. These are my standards. This is how I get paid. Boom, let's move. And what happens is over, a good year, 2 years of being super aggressive, you build a pipeline and a funnel that can become very automatic. Very automatic. And it can feel, honestly, it's going to get to a point I can tell, Aislinn, if we keep moving this direction where we're supposed to, that it'll feel like you're almost cheating. Like it'll feel too freaking easy. The way Joe does leases, some of y'all feel like, man, he's got to be cheating. How is he going to close over 100 leases this year? That's crazy. Some of y'all are wishing you could close 5 to 10. What did he do? He calls himself the leasinator. He got laser focused on one damn thing, and that one thing he's gonna kill it for him, create his bread and butter. But whenever you kill it, you don't stay small. Closing over 100 leases, I promise you, he's also going to pick up buyers. He's going to pick up sellers. He's going to pick up so many other opportunities because he got laser focused on one thing, leasing. He doubled, tripled, quadrupled, 10x down it. And look what's happening for him. It's happening for Aislinn too. Some of you guys are throwing too much shit at the wall, trying too much crap. Well, I'm going to do this. Oh, that's not working. I'm going to do this. That's not working. I'm going to do this. Or I'm going to try all of these things. You're the jack of all trades. You're the master of none. And your bank account will feel that. Switch it up. Go deep. Go as deep as you can on one niche and watch the game change. All right, I need at least one more gratitude and bucket filler. What y'all got?
I'm grateful for the squad you're building, Ozzy. There's some killers on this team. I'm on vacation mode. Just doing some work in the morning, but I'm in vacation mode. I got D Money. She was on the call. Delana. Jamal would have been the one taking all my appointments, but he's on vacation mode as well. He's going to be back at it. But Delana's taking my appointments on the new leads coming in because she's second in command. She's been with me for a while, helping that. I got Glorious helping with. She's got like 6 or 7 lease clients that have onboarded. She's working on getting those fulfilled. And Tanya, I don't think she's on the call. She's like the newest addition to the leasing squad, and she's coming in and helping out as well. So I'm just grateful for the people you got in the squad that are killers, and they don't really need a whole lot. They're just give them a little bit and they'll run with it from there. So I'm grateful for the people on this team.
Let's go, guys. And I want us to I want to look at all these things coming together. I was going to show a video, and I think I'm going to chill on that. I want to talk about the opportunity. Good morning. I want to talk about the opportunity here, guys. I want you to see what has developed and what is developing within this brokerage. Guys, look, I want you to look at Joe being the leasinator. I want you to look at Aislinn and what she's doing. Melissa's beginning of her journey. That's just on this screen right now from what I see. Actually, let me widen this whole thing so I can see it all, right? Because we're not doing the video anymore. So, guys, we look at all the people on the screen. There's so many people that are, some of them are picking their own niche. What does it look like? All that good stuff. Look what happens when you go deep in a niche or you go deep in taking action in one direction. You get laser focused. You build and you grow. So I go laser focused on recruiting, right? I want to go out and find the biggest and the baddest mofos and give them business with them. And some of y'all don't know this, but y'all know Sydney Marks? Who knows Sydney Marks? Let me hear y'all.
Me.
Yes, we should all know Sydney Marks. She teaches a lot of classes. I would say she is arguably one of the most favorite real estate educators for CE and all that stuff this side of town. Everybody loves her, right? They're all over town, but especially down this side, right? Well, she's with a company called the Texas Real Estate CE Academy, right? And the owner of that company, Heidi Hayes, I know it's Heidi Crenshaw. I've known her a long time in the business. The owner of that CE Academy just signed on with our real estate brokerage. She is an agent now within our brokerage. She is chosen out of dozens, if not hundreds of brokerages who would love to have her to join forces with us. So I want us to, what does that mean? Ozzy, what does that matter? Whatever. Guys, the more people we bring on, the more people we get in business with, especially high-level people that are getting laser focused and really going at it, it will build a synergy. It will build opportunity. If you look at it, something that's already happening right now, she signed on. She's already been in a relationship with us. I'll be honest, Sydney Marks, she was one of my first agents in the first brokerage I owned, like in 2010, homie. That's how long ago. That's how old I am. Don't hate, Devin.
The right? Capital Trust.
So I love it, though. It's cool. I've kept a lot of really strong relationships for a really long time. So when you get in this building and you start connecting, opportunity opens. Aislinn said, I want to turn my class into CE. Aislinn, is your class CE now?
Yes. And I've been also asked to teach at other offices and all that kind of stuff, which then provides and shows what we do as well.
How much are you, if you don't mind, you don't have to, how much are you going to start getting paid for those classes?
About $100 an hour.
It's not horrible, man. And here's the deal is the $100, she's getting paid to go out and market Aislinn. They're paying her $100 an hour to say, I'm the authority. I'm the best at this. Send me all your short sale deals. And her shit is blowing up. Opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. First thing you got to do is you got to show up. That's it. If you start with that, you just master that, you're going to win. The other thing I'm going to ask you to do is get laser focused on the shit that is going to change your life, on the thing that is going to absolutely turn you into who you need to be. Not 20 different niches, not 10, not even 5, one. Pick one and say, this is what the industry will know me for. And then make sure you are absolutely killing it and sharing it with everyone. Because if you don't tell your story, ain't nobody going to tell it for you, right? You got to be the master of telling your story. I just understand that opportunity. We are finalizing the brokerage structure that we will launch and push out to the rest of the world here very shortly. We've been testing it. We're working on the back end. Man, I'm working every night, every weekend on getting this thing to where it's completely solid, where I feel 100%. Okay, it's ready for the masses. We are releasing it internally right now. We're working on this thing. But the goal is we're going to go out and get in business with the biggest and the baddest agents in this entire city. We're going to get together. We're going to mastermind. We're going to learn. We're going to grow together. And we are going to take what we are great at and grow it. If you get laser focused and you get in here and you become the authority, how long did it take for everybody in here to realize Aislin's the authority in short sales? To everybody else, it seems instant. But to Aislinn, how many classes did you teach? How much did you show up? How often do you tell everybody, this is what I do? Like, be honest, over the past 9 months, how much work have you done to make sure they know you're the authority?
I mean, I started teaching classes in November whenever people were like, wait, you do this? How do I learn more? And I've been doing monthly classes and then talking with Heidi and Cindy. It's now expanded to where, I'm already booked up for 12 more outside of the office in June and July and now in August.
So for a good 8, let's just say 7 to 9 months, somewhere in there, let's say 8 months, you've made sure everybody and their mom knows what you do, right?
Yes.
Yes. Classes, talking, coaching, being available for answers, all those things to grow this. To most of us, it looks like it was overnight. But here's the other thing is, the other part you don't see is Aislinn has become a professional in that realm and become niche, whatever you want to call it, in short sales. How long you been in the business and when did you start learning short sales?
I've been in the business since 0809 and I started in 0809 learning about it and was in it for a while until the market really didn't need it for a while. And now the market needs it again. So I'm taking what I learned and learning more because it's changed, of course, over time. And we need more agents learning more about this because we have so many new agents also in the market too.
It's huge right now. So from 08, let's say 09 to 2025, she grew her knowledge in the industry by being very applicable with the way she did her business in short sales, pre-foreclosures, all that good stuff. So she grew her knowledge base to arguably the level of master and expert over 15 years, 16 years. Then she said, man, now it's time for me to really go ham on this shit. Let me push it like crazy for 9 months. Y'all ever heard the story of the bamboo tree? Y'all know how long it takes a bamboo tree to grow underneath the earth before you see the bamboo tree above the earth? 5 years. You plant the seed, you water it, you don't see shit. Like we joke about it. If you've ever heard the stories of it, people are like, what are you doing? You're watering the dirt. Oh, this is a Chinese bamboo tree. Okay. And everybody else doesn't see it. People think you're fucking crazy. For 5 years, you're watering the dirt. Everybody thinks this crazy bastard is watering the dirt. But you know and you believe, even though you can't see the seed growing, you water it every day, you pay attention to it. But all your time and energy for 5 years, people will come in, they'll see it, they'll think you're crazy, they'll fucking leave. And then one day it pokes its little head out. And you're like, oh shit, look at that little stem. 5 fucking years. And then people won't say you're crazy anymore. That's what it takes. That's the type of obsession. That's the type of work and motivation. That's the type of niche. I'm not trying to water all the fucking bamboo seeds. I'm watering this one. And then it sprouts. And you know how fast a bamboo tree grows once it hits? It grows like crazy. And it actually, if you've seen the way bamboo is, it's not just one. You'll see like 50 pop or 100. And then it's a whole wall of bamboo trees. And it's like an infestation. It will take over. But you've got to plant the seed. You've got to be crazy to most people. Double down, triple down, 10x down, and stay consistent what you're doing. And it's a painful journey, because when the bamboo seed hasn't sprouted, that's like an agent that hasn't had a closing, and you're like, I don't know how much longer I can hang on without making the money I need to make. But that's the difference between the millionaires and the billionaires and the broke ass motherfuckers who quit. So here in what we are doing, Joe and the Leasinator, all these different people, we're building a ton of opportunity. You want the opportunity to continue to grow? Keep staying laser focused on what you are doing. And invite as many other talented people to come join us as possible. Because you see what happens when you bring talent with talent. And it may not be that we become business partners and we close deals together. It may be that one extremely talented person gives you one idea that changes your life. It may be they teach you the one thing that when you implement it into your business, it doubles or triples your income. That is what happens when you create an organization of a bunch of badass mofos on a mission that aren't assholes. You got to have good ones because they got to want to share and they got to want to contribute with each other. If not, you just got a whole group of people in their little silos and echo chambers and they're not helping nobody else. That's not who we are. We build synergy, we build collaboration, we build contribution, we help each other out. So when you get a group of badass people on a mission who get very niche and handle their business in a direction, and you put them in a room and you say, share your ideas, let's grow. The game changes. You can't stay the same. Unless you choose to ignore it all. That's weird. That's different. That's not what we're doing here. So, yes, I'm crazy. And I love it. Because I dreamt of this and beyond 21 freaking years ago. It took 21 years just to get to almost 100 agents. But it's not just 100 agents. It's 100 badass business partners. Like we've really built something special here. I truly feel when I'm in this building, I'm like, we're not regular. We're the fucking Avengers. We're not.
Just keep recruiting, Ozzy. Just keep recruiting.
That's it, man. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and I'm going to find the most talented people. We're going to bring them in the fold and we're going to go to work together. And we're going to keep building. And people like Joe can build opportunities for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 other agents to grow. I'm excited for Whitney to do what I believe she's passionate about, is for her to be an instructor. Right? I'm not sure Whitney loves being like a mentor and a coach, which is like a long-term commitment, but I believe that Whitney can be an amazing instructor. And she's not the type of instructor that teaches you from a book. She's the type of instructor that teaches you from living in the trenches, from going from zero to over $150,000 a year and staying consistent in our damn business. I'm excited for all the opportunity, and I hope you guys are excited as I am, because I'm pumped about the future of where we're going. And the crazy thing is, in this next probably like 2 to 3 weeks, the things I'm about to unleash and launch on everybody, like it's game-changing shit. I'm crazy pumped. Anybody got any other questions, comments, anything you want to add to this conversation? I know our camera's not connected, so it's a little odd, but anybody want to add to the conversation?
Real quick. So I've had two people that aren't licensed that are now signing up for school to get into real estate to help and assist with what I'm doing. They just want to dive into it. They see the need. They want to become laser focused in it. And I have 2 agents that have reached out to me in the past week that are interested in coming and visiting our brokerage and looking at what we're doing. So just keep doing what you're doing and laying the foundation, and we'll keep bringing them in.